You ordered that guard about as if you were the Absolute herself. What do you want with us, exactly? Ha! Nice try. But I'm...
Can't slow down. What's up for discussion?
Don't speak to the prisoners. The Absolute forbids it.
You spark of the familiar. Do I know you, true soul? Perhaps not. Your face is rather bland. Regardless, know this. I am the warden. The prisoners are my charges, and I answer to disciple Balthazar himself. Stay on my good side. My, they are letting all sorts become a true soul these days. He is chief advisor to General Ketherick, and one of the Absolute's favored. His necromancy is second only to the General's. It is an honor to serve him. A pity you're already failing, then. My face might be bland, but yours? It is now carved into my memory forever.
The eye focuses on you, taking in every detail of your appearance. A spark glows within the heart of the construct. Someone or something watches you from beyond.
This is a restricted area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be restricting you to a cell.
You managed to talk your way in. No,
Breathe quiet. Move with care. Can't risk being in open view. What do we have here? Better be cautious. Let's see what you're hiding.
No time to dally.
The eye focuses on you, taking in every detail of you.
Softer than a whisper.
Have to keep pushing.
A lifeless eye stares at you.
Another step forward.
My faith protects me.
A lifeless eye stares at you.
This calls for careful. All right, time to skulk about.
Unless this
Your bad behavior caught this guard's eye. What do you have?
The benefit of the doubt can only be bought so many times.
Swift as my feet can carry me. I don't need any attention right now.
A long way to go still.
Careful, I bite.
Regardless, know this. I am the warden. The prisoners are mine.
Bet I can crack that open. Very well. Let's move. Light on my feet.
drank to the prisoner Moonrise.
Right beneath the towers.
Is this
The
place?
colony must be close. That must be where the tadpoles are coming from.
Oh. 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 Потом.
first to put my hands on everything. Very well.
You ordered that guard about as if you were the Absolute herself. What do you... Huh. And why would you be so inclined? The Absolute thinks she's got you by the scruff of the neck. But it's the other way around, isn't it? I reckon you and I were meant to meet. I'm Wilburn. We've a plan, but all the determination. We need tools. That head case of a warden robbed ours, but anything that breaks rock will do. Whatever you find, throw it through the bars. But for the love of Gerdel, make sure a guard doesn't see you.
What's that?
Minthara's still locked in the towers. I'm hardly fond of her, but she might be of use.
No hesitation.
On my way.
Куда побежал-то? Постой на стреле. Блин.
Take my last copper. There's a pier nearby.
This could be our chance, sir.
Stopped me yet.
Make it to Baldur's Gate! I must! This is it! Not now! This boat... the evil ones. Stone, help me free the boat.
Can't give up.
Понял.
Let's go.
If not over, then through.
I'm ready.
Assume nothing.
Well,
Can't give up now. Breathe deep.
Servile Walbron. I approve. I'm simply enjoying the view.
I should speak up.
All's well here. The cog.
Don't get too close to the prisoners. They're desperate.
You know, to the prison.
You were adored, Minthara. Brought up from the darkness and into the Absolute's light.
She cherished you, but it wasn't enough. You were distracted by your own desires.
Bloodlust, murder, chaos.
And most damning of all, an unexpected weakness. A longing for acceptance and affection from a mortal.
You have no right!
We have every right.
You are nothing.
Minthara's mind connects with yours. Not strong as you remember it, fractured, disintegrating.
Come to observe, true soul. She is a lesson. None can rise so high that they cannot fall again.
Так, а вот тут.
We are erasing her. Willful, though. But you are right. Whatever is useful, we will leave intact.
None of you will break me!
Wrong!
What is this? Pity? Rebellion? Blasphemy? Stand down, or we will put you down!
Never wanted the easy path.
You were adored, Minthar. Brought up from the darkness and into the Absolute's light.
She cherished you, but it wasn't enough. You were distracted by your own desires.
Bloodlust, murder, chaos.
And most damning of all, an unexpected weakness. A longing for acceptance and affection from a mortal.
You have no right!
We have every right.
You are nothing.
Minthara's mark.
Come to observe, true soul. She is a lesson. None can rise so high that they cannot. We are erasing her. No, this is our duty.
Peace, sister. Let us observe the true soul's methods. Perhaps we can learn from them. Her mind is yours. Break it.
Immediately, your mind is swept into a greater vortex, a psionic storm with Minthara at its center.
Cannot hide. Submit. Embrace.
Her torturers are not dominating her. They are destroying her mental defenses and exposing her to something else. The absolute. Navigating the storm, you reach the nexus of her mind. It is a wound, bleeding raw emotion and shattered memories. But she senses your arrival.
You came. I prayed that you would. But there are no gods left to me. This thing that speaks inside me, it has all but destroyed me. But it fears you, even so. I cannot resist it while my tormentors live. I didn't dare hope. I owe you more than my life. I would prefer to make these bastards bleed. But I trust that you speak from caution rather than cowardice. I will put my faith in you and pretend to be their slave.
Her mind fills with warmth, and she gently releases you.
Is it done? I did not feel her mind break.
No, my sister only meant to compliment your delicate work.
Indeed. Seems I have a bit to learn yet. We ought to return to our posts, sister. There'll be plenty more prisoners to practice on.
An ill thing to let an enemy show their back and live. And look at you, right here with me. I suggest we leave, silently. What is it? What's wrong?
torture rack. Chilling to behold, and even more so to imagine the horror its victims must have endured.
Won't I? Awaiting orders.
No one back home will ever believe this. These boots have seen everything.
And not a single one came back down from the tower top.
No, I'll give it a shot.
Must have been unworthy.
Enjoy the view. This feels like it'd stretch all the way to the Sea of Swords on a clear day.
There can be no respite.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. What path lies before me?
We should leave.
That is the plan. There's something below. Down.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
What am I to do? Let's see. I'll go this way.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Don't touch me. Quick step.
These things have stayed interesting. How much farther can I go? Blood follows me everywhere.
I must make it to Baldur's Gate. I must.
Positioning. Taka.
Still breathing, despite everything.
This is it.
can't even catch my breath.
Consider me intrigued.
Your journey through the darkness has brought you to land at last.
Hold there. You can't just land and start unloading strangers. They're procedures, damn it. No one gets in without being tested. Commander Jahira's orders. We'll process this lot, but you need to come with me. The commander will want a word.
You there! Step forward and keep your hands off your weapons. Who are you? Shut up! Just keep your hands where I can see them and follow me. Come. Jahira!
Hello.
Спасибо.
Absolutely.
This is why we're here, you see. It is a curious creature that hides all manner of secrets. But if there's one thing that we know, it's that it knows its own kind. You should never have come here, true soul.
Stop! Hold on, Jahira. I think I know this one.
His eyes meet yours. There's no recognition there, just a sick intensity as his voice reverberates in your mind.
If you want to survive this, then trust me. One true soul to another. He's infected. Aye. But he's not with the cultists. They helped me fight them off a while back, in fact.
Is this true? How is that possible? What in the hell is that thing? Congratulations. You've earned yourself the benefit of the doubt. Hear me, Harpers. All clear. At ease. I'll not pretend to understand what that artifact is. But I'm old and wise enough to recognize a sliver of hope when it crawls out of the dark. Tell me, why have you come here? You're just in time for happy hour. There's food in the inn over there. Beds too if you require rest. Aloe oil in the cupboard, in case the vines gave you a rash. Settle in. Then come join me for a drink. You may just be the godsend we've been praying for.
I last left Moonrise as a commander in the Absolute's army, obeying the voice of a god. I thought I had found a home and a purpose. Now I leave as an exile. But you risked your life to rescue me. For that, I am grateful.
The artifact connects with her, pulling your minds together and showing her all that you have seen. The prism, your dream visitor, the protection that keeps you from obeying the Absolute and becoming a Lithid. She knows it all in a moment. Her mind reels, but is no longer clouded. She accepts the truth. She has no choice.
There is much we must discuss. Do you have a safe place to camp nearby? Goodbye for now. I will see you soon.
Yeah. There's more where that came from. What to do? Wonder if the gods are watching me. Something's on my mind.
Stock up while you can. I only hope I've brought enough to see us through.
Ignorance breeds madness.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Trust no one. Keep your distance, darling.
Like its will be done.
Take care now.
I bet they're close. Watching us. Looks like that odd ox made it through.
Glad to see you made it. I am. Indeed I am. On the double. One hoof quickly following the other. I remember you from the grove with the druids. I hoped to see you again. And now I have.
It's toasty in here.
No, incapable. Not for you to know. Well, come close. Your mind to mine. Are you satisfied? My little secret. Keep quiet, and you won't have to find out. That's up to you. Good little hero.
You need something? Ask Jahira.
Oh, I don't need anything else. Thanks. Friend is a strong word, don't you think? I'm a busy man. State your business. Did I not already? How remiss of me. Here. That should cover your services. I have plans in Baldur's Gate. The work of many years' labor that will finally bear fruit. You should look for me once we're in the city. The name Wolverine Bongle will be mentioned among many. I've little doubt. That's Iron Hand.
You recall stories of the Iron Hand gnomes, a talented group of inventors who were banished from Baldur's Gate.
Do not speak of a story you only know the half of. We are inventors of the highest order, matched, perhaps, but never surpassed by the Gondians at the High House of Wonders. But our forebears were foolish, complicit with Saravok's madness over a century past. And so, we were banished. We still are to this day. The very one
It's the only mistake the Iron Hand gnomes ever made. And it cost us everything. I have fought tooth and nail to restore our reputation. Particularly against the Gondian detractors who live in glass houses. Our return to Baldur's Gate will usher in a new era for the Iron Hand gnomes. The realm deserves the benefit of our genius. Appreciate it.
I suppose this place will do for now. Better than a cell in the towers, at the very least. I'd thank you for your help, but I doubt you need to hear such trivialities. So I'll just say, fare thee well.
We made it safe. Firm ground. Thanks to you. Won't forget it.
Don't wander far.
Hiss. I say hiss! This is my territory, and you're in it. I'll allow it. Good of you to notice. For my part, I have noticed the cleric is a liar. She promised me a bit of milk. Do you see any milk, do you? Nor do I. Disgraceful. I slinked, of course. You've had enough. Now go. Quickly. Hiss.
Please. To your very good health.
You perceive a faint hint of cloth grass, a herb that is said to elicit the truth. Jahira smiles at you knowingly.
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering. Bottoms up. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. There's an air about you. Answer me true, and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it? Just answer the question.
You want to deny the parasite has any sort of hold on you, but somehow you can't. Jahira spots your confusion, and her eyes narrow.
Look around you. Good men, good women. Stranded here, 2 feet in the grave. If we're to survive, I have no choice but to trust you. Can I? That was a public display of hope, despite private reservations. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago. Believe me, he was well and truly dead. I locked his corpse in the Thorn Mausoleum myself. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Ketheric Thorn live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Ketheric is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight. You're the only one who can get inside the towers. You were born for this mission. Or made for it, rather. Besides, you need this. You need to heal yourself of your infection. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Ketheric's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet. You're not our only secret weapon. Isobel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
Так, ну это ж ладно. Так, что-то не туда.
Will be done.
What a day.
Still alive, so that's progress. Have to keep going.
I wonder what the next move is. On I go.
Action, not reaction. Let us have words.
What's next?
I've got a long road ahead. Moving in.
She belongs to everyone. That's the point.
Friends, right? All one, under the Absolute.
Don't bloody feel like it all of a sudden.
Let's get on with it.
Like its will be done. Assume nothing.
Was someone there?
Never a dull moment.
Keep a blade close.
Don't waste a step. I need a quick word.
General Thorm's prayers and preparations must not be disturbed. The rooftop is off limits to everyone.
Even you, Disciples Realm?
Everyone. Keep watch and ensure that nobody passes. Excellent timing, true soul. The goblins. Tell me how they suffered. No, better yet, show me.
Her mind enters yours abruptly, flickering across your memories in a blaze of excitement. She sees the goblins walking free, and a burning rage fans across your mind like wildfire.
Explain yourself. Very pragmatic, but very boring. Let's see if there's anything interesting in this brain of yours.
She parts the folds of your mind again, touching your wants and hopes, tasting them. Every emotion soaks into her mind's palette. But there is purpose to her exploration. She is searching for proof of your faith. You feel her mind tremble with surprise. She wasn't expecting to see that, but she likes it.
Such single-minded focus. Perfect to be guided by the Absolute's loving hand. I have already been blessed to stand in her presence. It was bliss. She gave me everything I wanted. Why not? What's the point in power if you don't get to have a little fun every now and again? She gave me the power to cut the thread of life with a thought. But I can caress as well as cut. That's why you should stay on my good side. And the best way to do that is to serve General Thorm. I have a mission for you.
That's it. Play along. The closer you can get to the General, the closer you'll be to the answers you seek.
Чё? А. Типа цветной становится? Нормально. Нормально.
Indeed. The Absolute's love for him has made him more than mortal. He is unstoppable. There is a relic that General Thorm requires. He sent his most trusted advisor, disciple Balthazar, to retrieve it. The relic is beneath the Thorm family mausoleum. That is where you will find Balthazar. But we have lost contact with him. Go there, aid Balthazar if you can, and bring the relic home.
Huh?
It is something that General Thorm desires, and that he has ordered us to retrieve. That is all you need to know.
She's suddenly nervous, on edge. Talking about the relic makes her anxious.
Что? Насколько я знаю, нет.
The power the relic must hold to be of such importance. General Thorm will not leave Moonrise without it. Death would not silence Balthazar for long. But dead or alive, he is lost. Whatever has become of him, it is the relic that matters. Yes, and he failed to find it. Little wonder he hasn't returned here. You've seen how the General deals with incompetence. They bleed. No doubt he's chasing after Balthazar in the dark. I hope he finds him. They're likely to tear one another to pieces. If they do, Balthazar will pull himself back together again. Nier won't. His usefulness has expired. But your utility to our cause has only just begun. Fine. Talk to the Bugbear Quartermaster. Tell him he's to share my secret stash with you. And I accompanied him. It was destroyed shortly after he left Moonrise. Hardly a surprise. We're protected here. But outside, the shadows are hungry. The shadows around the mausoleum are deep and hungry. You'll need a moon lantern to survive them. Take one from Balthazar's chambers. But don't pry. The last person who snooped into his secrets lost their head. I believe he uses it as a chamber pot.
No traps, please.
It is not your time yet, Blessed One. The rooftop chapel is reserved for the General's private contemplation, save for those he chooses to ascend.
This must be the place. We have to get inside.
You are already changed, true soul. Hearing her voice is what brought you here. But above, you will stand in her very presence. Such an honor requires more.
Her words are diplomatic, but her face betrays her true feelings. Utter contempt for you and all your kind.
Disciples' Rel has given you a chance to earn that honor.
Your tadpole grasps at nothing. She carries no parasite.
As you see, true soul, there is so much more for you to learn.
Так, что-то мне не хочется все эти вдохновения просто так тратить. Да и...
I have already been blessed to stand in her. She gave me everything I wanted. Why not? She gave me the path, but I can... And the bet...
That's it. Play along. The closer you can get to the General, the closer...
There is a... The relic is beneath, but we have lost contact with him. Whatever has become of him, it is...
She's suddenly nervous, on edge, talking...
And hardly a surprise. We're protected here, but outside the shadows are hungry. General Thorm will not leave Moonrise without it. Fine. Talk to the Bugbear Quartermaster. Yes, no doubt. If they... But you're used... Take one, but don't...
Let's have a look.
It is not the...
This must be the place.
But above, Disciples' Rel has given you a chance to earn that honor. Her design does not end at the grave, Blessed One. You will serve, whether you ascend or... And I find use for even the fallen. I hope that is some comfort to you. I have my duty...
At the ready. Seems like a good moment to talk.
Так, подожди. А где его покоить? Здесь, что ли?
Here we go.
Your wanton criminality is attracting attention. Perhaps you...
Time to press ahead. Let's see.
наверное, воняет.
What's inside? Should mind my step. Best be on my way. Something over there.
Понятно. Тут просто этот дядька сначала съехал, кнопочка снова была в зоне риска. А? Это сколько еще надо? Короче, она уже почти сутки рендерит, нужно еще примерно столько же. Ну ладно. Да? Так. Так.
The corpse remains.
Let's see what this does. I spy with my little eye. Nothing of note, really. Bet I can crack that open.
There's no time to waste.
Watch your back.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
What now?
Looking ahead.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
How delicious.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
This world is sick. Only cure. Annihilation. A front. Masking the grand design. Horror. True horror. All creation made cake. The Inquisition to find the artifact, the astral prism. A secret used by Gith to free us of cake shackles.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Is that blood? No, never mind. Moving ahead.
What's next, I wonder?
Don't touch me.
Eager for battle.
I have a lot on my mind and, well, in it. I need to find a way forward. Seems simple enough.
Do you smell it, sibling?
Don't want to draw any attention.
So much, and not all dead.
Strange. Foreign.
With haste.
For the flesh. Silence. We hunger, true soul. The Absolute promised us a feast of corpses, and still we starve. Ones below are kept starving and stupid. But not I. I know where the real feast is. They drop corpses down into the tunnels and below the tower. Enough to feed an army of us. If the Absolute will not share her dead flesh, we will tear it from the backs of the living.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority. A shadow swims across your vision, and a familiar voice tells you to be calm. You are loved.
You would never. The feet are mine. No. Get away!
Это тестировщики нужны. Нормальные. Да, остренькие. Ну, такие, ну, как бы не остренькие, а такие, ну, с хреном. М? Ну, соберем и лимоном. А? А кто говорил, не надо, не надо? Повествующее.
Something to ask.
Son of Thorn, son of Sword Coast. Go on. Cheers. Bottoms up. Go nuts.
I've seen some grotesques in my time, but this is something else.
Leaning in, you can see how the creature's skin barely holds it together. The bulge of its belly is on the cusp of bursting wide open.
Keep your distance. He looks like he could burst any second.
Go on, drink. Make it drunk. Be drunk. You and I both. To our good health.
The liquid burns your throat as you swallow, but otherwise you feel no ill effects.
Elixir. But such a small sip you take. Fear not. You will soon quaff as I do.
Скоро будешь пить, как я, залпом. Я смотрю, уже опыт.
Now tell me the story. A fable, a saga. Delight me.
Сейчас. Не сразу.
So am I. When my cup runs dry, let me pour you some sympathy. You ask, you drink, then you amaze, enthuse, astound me. Again.
Вот кто супер скуф.
Father Ketherick created, Father Ketherick sustains. Bring it in, toss it down, love it up.
Как он меня прям споить-то хочет, а? А чё они все такие прям бояшки, типа, одобряют, мне тут как-то напрягает.
Your belly rumbles as the vile brew fills it, yet your mind remains miraculously steady.
More stories. Tell me of foes fell, villains vanquished, beasts bastard.
Волна частых крылатых бесов. Мне бросилась медвис. Допустим, я убил мразительную каргу. На меня упал Булей. Я забыл, что такое булей. Это этот. Жидкая, жаркая, массивная. Блин, не успел.
Question, make your query, and drink once more. The spirit of the land. More drink.
Drink. Надо было сохраниться, наверное. Аж вспотел.
Each swig is as painful as the last, but you remain in otherwise sound mind and body.
Father's personal, mysterious secret. Secret? No. Not never. Father says, ordered, commanded. Don't say it. Don't say it. Hurricanes. Hurricanes. Talk and perish, die, buried, buried in Thorn Tomb. Father told me. I can't perish. No, nay, neither. Too strong, my please, do apologize for the rest of us.
Do mess our pardon. Our master distiller spills quite the cause. Now settle your mind, chum, and get your shine on. Be will it what? Moon, mountain dark, coming right up. A man of proper taste. To chum yourself up and whisk the old luggy jug bug you. So be what?
Well, that's disturbing. Still, better than having an actual conversation with him, though.
Terrible. I'll clean up right past that.
Hey, the gore almost looks real. Superb. Encore.
He served us, but will be forgotten soon.
What's in here?
The brewman's popped, the floors are spattered. Say hey for the pub. Drain your mug like nothing matters. Say hey for the pub. Torn his mortal stitches. Say hey for the pub. The brewman's popped, the floors are spattered. Say hey for the pub. Drain your mug like nothing matters. Say hey for the pub. Now we get to Luty's room.
Blackhead's warriors are upon us.
Надо ли мне туда?
Just out of view. Should mind my step. Here goes nothing.
In memory of Eggery Chops, toy maker and patron of mischievous children all over.
Can't keep me out.
There is work to do.
Indolence breeds madness.
All right. What now?
Can't afford to stay idle.
No time to rest.
Indolence patience breeds madness.
Let's get going. What path lies before me?
Как-то непрочно висит.
Witness the solace of the lady's whispers with each slice.
Proceeding.
No one back home will ever believe this. I want to have a word.
It does not compare with the comforts of home, but your camp is almost palatial in comparison to my previous accommodation. Thank you for allowing me to come here and for bringing me back to myself. Each memory that returns to me is more disturbing than the last. The things that I did in the name of the Absolute. The things that were done to me. They broke my mind. Strength will not save us from an enemy that can dominate our will. While our tadpoles live, and the cult have the means to control them, we will never be safe. We must eradicate them, starting with General Thorm. I mean Ketheric. My deference to him is a habit that will die hard, I fear. It is the safest place to be. Swear that you will keep me close. Until the Absolute is dead, at least. The Prism will protect me. You will fight alongside me and help me to get my vengeance. I knew you were different to other true souls when we met, but I could see nothing clearly. Now, thanks to the Prism, the Absolute does not cloud my thoughts at all. I see that together, we can have our vengeance on those who infected us. Rest well, and keep your wits about you. Tomorrow, we go to war with the cult of the Absolute. I would gladly join you in the fight. Leave one of your other allies here, and I shall. Admirable ambition. But you must make room for me first. Indeed.
One day I'll catch a break. Better not be cursed.
The way she leered at me. The blood merchant. I can't get it out of my head. I did what I always did. I let her use me. Why does it feel different to all the other times then? Yes. I think something is wrong. There's nothing more desirable in the world than a vampire, is there? Haven't you been through all I have? You damn well are going to fight with what few assets the gods give you. But a part of me feels sick when I think about getting on my back for breadcrumbs again. All the promiscuous jibes paint a picture of someone who had relished the deed. You couldn't really have known. I had nothing at all for so long. Not even my body. That was owned by Cazador. To be sent out to tempt fools into his palace. I have bedded thousands of people. Half of them I barely remember. Most of them didn't even grant me temporary bliss. I thought it would be nothing at all to sell myself to that drow's fantasies. But the price was higher than I imagined. I don't want to do it again. I can stop using myself. Stop being used. It isn't worth the scars anymore.
You wish to consult me? I was the Absolute's dagger. I remember every throat that it held me to, and every drop of blood it forced me to spill. I take no responsibility for the lives I took. I did nothing in the Absolute's name. I was merely a weapon that it wielded. I would rather die than endure it again. The tadpole, the Absolute. They work together like a drug. I did not feel I was compelled to act against my will. I felt ecstatic to serve. Every action seemed a deliberate choice. The best choice. Even though I could no more have resisted its commands than flesh can resist decay. Even rational minds like ours cannot reject such a powerful influence. The Absolute can make the impossible seem inevitable. I took up my oath long ago, when I swore bloody vengeance against any who defied Loth. Now, I myself have sinned against the Spider Queen. Though my faith is shattered, my oath endures. I am sworn to destroy all those who serve the Absolute. It is not noble, it is necessary. If we do not destroy the cultists, they will destroy everything. We are all that stands between this world and annihilation. I fought at his side once, shortly after my conversion. Before the battle, he was everything a general should be. A charismatic leader with a brilliant strategic mind. And when the fighting began, he led his troops from the front and cut through the enemy like a scythe through stalks. Blows and arrows rained down on him, and before long, his face was a mask of blood. But he did not fall. He did not even falter. When we won the day, Ketheric's armor was bent and shattered, but his flesh was unmarked. I have lived long enough to know that few things are impossible in this world. Ketheric's power is a rare thing, though. I have never seen its like. The necromancer Balthazar is Ketheric's chief advisor. One who has mastery over the dead may well be able to help the living cheated. He is usually in his laboratory, elbow deep in offal, or clinging to his master's side. If he left Moonrise, his mission must be urgent. We should ransack his chambers and see what secrets he keeps for the great general. A disparate collection of vagabonds and strays. Did you have anyone particular in mind? She is tolerable, but her faith in the Lady of Loss is poisonous. The Night Singer has some admirable qualities. Far more than her insipid sister. But her followers are repressed. Take the child Shadowheart. She does not even know who she is, but still manages to pity herself. The very concept of Sharan worship is self-indulgent. They would have you think every whispered word and hidden thought is of value, but it is not so. I have performed 1,000 interrogations, squeezing out the most guarded secrets held in heart, mind, and soul. I can tell you this. When the trivial parts have been whittled away and I have sifted through what remains, in most cases, a person amounts to nothing at all. He's been deprived of freedom and strong blood for so long that he is addicted to both. While those addictions have their hold on him, he is still a slave. No. He is well aware that I would exsanguinate him entirely if he flashed his fangs at me. And while you live, you'll be enslaved to your appetites and hungers. We all feed on something, and if we are deprived of it, we will fight for it. But Astarion is not only bound to his needs and desires, he is still bound to something more powerful. His master, he will only be free when Cazador is dead. And that is as it should be. When the time comes, we must hope that he does not only take Cazador's long life, but the power that has sustained him as well. I have encountered few Githyanki in my life. Those that I did were raiders. They croaked out pleas for mercy in their alien tongue as they died. Meeting Lae'zel makes me wish I knew more of their culture. I did. She told me that she has nothing to teach that cannot be learned through observation of her prowess in combat. Perhaps she is right. She certainly cuts a striking figure in battle. There is a precision to her ferocity that I admire. To one who only sees the surface of things, perhaps. You should look deeper. There is a fanaticism in the Lothsworn that lends itself to chaos. They turn their blades on one another as readily as on outsiders. The Gith have stricter hierarchies and stronger commitment to a single cause. Some, like Lae'zel, question that cause. But even so, she retains the discipline of her training. The wizard? No. Their mastery of the weave is commendable, but they are poor conversationalists. In my experience, they do not usually live long enough to make the effort of befriending them worthwhile. Either the enemy recognizes they are a threat and kills them swiftly, or their curiosity leads them to combust while experimenting with the limits of magic. Our wizard is already in a state of suspended combustion, thanks to that orb between his ribs.
The drow is unpredictable, uncompromising. I respect her almost as much as I distrust her.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
It doesn't seem long ago that Minthara would have sought to kill us, and now we've welcomed her along. We're nothing if not magnanimous. He's trouble. Worse, he's a traitor. Whatever loyalty he had towards Lady Shah is long gone. It would please her greatly to see him meet his long overdue end, I'll wager.
Minthara's something of a closed book, but I suspect a heart of gold. Once she gets to know me, I'm sure she'll open up. She's just waiting for someone ready to listen.
I want to be clear. Letting Minthara tag along with us was your idea, so if you wake up with a dagger to your throat, that's on you. Excuse me. I'm sorry for looking out for our collective hides. But fine. Take her if you wish. Just know I'll be resting with one eye open.
Always a pleasure.
Yes? Well, obviously I would. But in that case...
Keep a blade close.
All right. What now? These boots have seen everything.
The objective of the Scalpel Sisters is to soothe. For the scalpel indeed is an extension of Shah. See how the patient reacts when I but stroke the right nerve. Hear its comfort, hear the very melody of mercy. Pray, sister, show us the extent of your beneficence. Stop. Stay your hand, for it slaps where it should stroke. We can hardly hear the patient's sighs of solace. Perhaps it is our unexpected audience that makes you quiver. Come, step forward. You are no sister, but that matters none. Every student is welcome.
Absence.
Absence. No other word captures the heart of Shah so very perfectly. It is the scalpel-led journey that leads from pain to peace.
He's just like Cazador. Utterly insane.
See? What is the light of eyes but the cancer that causes one to witness the laceration of being? If light is the symptom, then darkness is the cure. For in light there is presence, but in darkness there is absence.
In light is presence, in darkness, absence.
You are well on your way, but one white orb disfigures you still. Let us finish the cure.
The sisters' blades are bloodied and dull. Only the most measured hand could make a clean incision. Try as you might, you can't think of any relevant teachings.
Their incisions are, as yet, still streaked with imprecision. That much I must concede. How to steady their hands, I wonder.
Yes. Submit I must into the lady's dark-fingered embrace. I see now. By example, I must edify and quell the light that blinds us. Come, sisters, soothe me.
Corpse does not.
The great cure.
Something good here, I hope.
The doctor's absent today. Come back another time.
Training. The doctor's found oblivion. Well, no time to mourn. I'll fix this. Not dead, merely medicated to ease the pain. I knew these hands would not fail me. The patient is sure to recover. Not much left now, but you're welcome to look. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to tend to my patient.
Anything of use?
Reporting.
Looking ahead.
You dared scar my mind. I will gut you. Onward.
This feels good. Over here.
Heading there.
Hope your soul is in good hands.
Good. Again.
by my oath.
Time to kill.
Talk to me.
Time for a cull.
No choice but to keep going.
Your command. Time to bleed.
What's that?
Better not be cursed.
An older man turns his head away in shame. His neighbors would not renounce Saluna. Now they hang in the town square. An older man turns his head away in shame. His neighbors would not renounce Saluna. Now they hang in the town square. You see a man drain his tankard in an inn as he listens to a flaming fist play the lute. He's better than his uniform might suggest. You feel a rush of outrage. This woman worshipped Shah to the end, so why does the night singer's curse not spare her?
I'll take that. Was that a click I heard? There's something about these plaques.
That's curious.
Wonder what that's curious. Never wanted the easy path.
The curse has no effect here. What is this place?
Do you accept Shah's test of your intellect? You feel a small pulse of energy race up your spine, and a strange sensation of acceptance. you bold of heart and sharp of tongue? Can you turn any and all to the Dark Lady's cause? Confidence surges through you. You feel like there is nothing you can't do, no one you can't win over. The statue seems to agree and approve. Do you think yourself wise enough to be granted Shah's blessing? A warm swell rises through you. Acceptance. You are worthy. An altar to Shah. It appears to seek prey and a blood offering. Your blood.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
An altar to Shah. It appears to seek prey and a blood offering. Your blood.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Better fetch that.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Ready for battle. Yes.
А? Ой, что собираетесь спать?
Hungry for the slaughter. A better position.
А?
Let's end this. Let's finish this.
On your command.
Need to act fast. My faith will protect me.
Let me strike.
What now? No time for mercy.
Can't give up. Not now. Onward.
Собаку пинаешь. Пропинаться.
We need everyone alive.
My victims await.
Never a dull moment. Another day, another thing.
Шупа, а?
Unleash me. You will break.
Should mind my step.
Так, ладно. Продолжу позже. Сейчас потихоньку уже обоюкаться надо. Даже внимания не обратил, уже почти полчетвертого.
Und in breiter Formation zu durchbrechen. Im Süden hat der Gegner Zossen genommen und stößt auf Stahnsdorf vor. Der Feind operiert jetzt am nördlichen Stadtrand zwischen Frohnau und Pankow und im Osten ist der Feind bis zur Linie Lichtenberg, Marsdorf, Karlshorst gelangt.
Mit dem Angriff Steiners
wird das alles in Ordnung kommen.
Mein Führer, Steiner konnte nicht genügend Kräfte für einen Angriff massieren. Der Angriff Steiner ist nicht erfolgt. Für einen Angriff massieren. Der Angriff Steiner ist nicht erfolgt.
Jodl, Krebs und Burgdorf.
Das war ein Befehl! Der Angriff Steiners war ein Befehl! Wer schickt Sie? Dass Sie es wagen, sich meinen Befehl zu widersetzen! So weit ist das also gekommen.
А, блин.